Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the FALCONGRAFIX Legend Series, brought to you by the EFRL. We are live from Langley. Right now, Hunter Wellman trying to work the kinks out, maybe see if he can't find a little bit more speed. But of course, at the top of the speed chart, the man, the myth, the legend, Larson Parker. Kenny Trouton back in action tonight. Currently running second, that number 25 machine. Keep a close eye on him. If you're looking for a fun place to race, come check us out. EFRL, Extreme Forces Racing League. You can find us on Facebook in our group. Talk to myself and or Dean Qualley, and we can hook you up with a league invite. All right, we're getting ready to grid up for heat race number 1. Alright, heat race number 1 is going to be on deck. We've got Ty Rife and Kenny Trouton on that front row. Hunter Terpstra making his return to the EFRL. Right next to Hunter Wellman and Justin Walbring. Shotgun on the field in the 666. Race number 7 of the FALCONGRAFIX Legend Series. This is the McNitty Titty 50, sponsored by Cup and Support Incorporated. Check out their Facebook page. Eight laps for our heat races. Caution laps don't count. Where you finish in your heat will dictate where you're going to start in your A main. Pace car is dipping off. Going green, coming out of turn number 4. We got Ty Rife. Kenny Trouton on the high side. Here comes Hunter Terpstra in that number 21. Hard charging past Kenny Trouton. Oh, the 21 gets loose. Looks like he collects Hunter Wellman and Justin Walbring. Justin Walbring's going to jump to the pits. Unfortunate for him. See if we can get a little better view of what happened here real quick. Well, it looks like he started to get loose. Got a little contact from the 25. Oh, slides back up the track instead of locking it down. Takes out Justin Walbring. Ty Rife has now crashed as well. Kenny Trouton's taking over the lead with 4 laps to go. First race back for Kenny Trouton in quite a while. Looks like he's going to come home with a heat race victory, folks. That'll set him up good for the A main. White flag in the air for Kenny Trouton. Hunter Wellman in second. Hunter Terpstra in third. Ty Rife in fourth. And Justin Walbring. Oh, Kenny Trouton playing a little bit of games there at the end. Heat race number 2. The McNitty Titty 50? Come on, Logan. Just for you, buddy. Sorry you couldn't make it tonight. You're going to be taking a EOL. Last place points. Heat race number 2 gridding up. We got Matt Moreau and Ray Andrews on the front row. Larson Parker, Matthew Chandler, row number 2. And Dean Qualley, shotgun on the field. Alright, Logan, you say that's a ridiculous name, but do you have a better one? That's the question. Last week, I do believe it was a Rec Larson Parker 45. I kind of like the McNitty Titty Fitty. Just kind of rolls off the tongue, you know what I'm saying here. Looks like Ray Andrews blinking a little bit there. Thanks everybody for tuning in on a Tuesday night with us here at the FALCONGRAFIX Legends Series Heat Race number 2 going green. Matt Moreau on the bottom. Larson Parker just throws it in there. He's going to take the lead. Here comes Dean Qualley battling for second with Matt Moreau. Larson wasted no time jumping to the lead. We may have to review that start. I feel like there may be a black flag involved with that one. Passing below the yellow or something. Well, Larson Parker's out to an early start. Dean Qualley in second, Matt Moreau in third, Matthew Chandler in fourth, and Ray Andrews currently residing in fifth. Larson Parker sets down a blistering lap time of 17:76. Merca. Dean Qualley sets down a 17:91. See that gap between first and second? It's a second and a half already for Larson Parker over Dean Qualley. Dean banging that limiter as he enters the turn. Larson Parker hard on that chip. Ooh, Larson scrapes the wall a little bit. 2 laps to go for Larson Parker in that number 18 machine to bring home the victory in heat race number 2. Matthew Chandler gets around Matt Moreau to take away third. Getting it done in the 18, Larson Parker. Dean Qualley in second. Side by side for third as we come to the stripe. Looks like it's going to be given to Matthew Chandler. 1/100th of a second separates the two. Alright, everybody, we are getting geared up and ready to go for our A main. $50 laps is the distance. Starting on the point, heat race number 1 winner. We got that 25 of Mr. Kenny Troughton. Outside of him on the high side, it's going to be our heat race number 2 winner, Larson Parker. Inside row number 2, we got Hunter Wellman. 2 is outside that number 17 machine of Mr. Dean Qualley. Now, these two have had some dust-ups in the past. Keep an eye on that. Inside row number 3, the 21 of Hunter Terpstra. Out on the outside of row number 3, we got Matthew Chandler. Ty Rife is inside row number 4. To his outside the 38 of Mr. Matt Moreau. And in the final row this evening, we got Ray Andrews. And Justin Walbring looks like he might have missed the grid. So up front, leading us to the green flag, it's going to be the 25 of Kenny Troughton and the 18 of Larson Parker. We are under the lights here at Langley Speedway. 50 laps, these guys are going to lay it out on the line. Door to door, tire to tire, racing action. Closing up ranks. Pace car is dipping off. Green flag is in the air. Kenny Troughton's going to get a good run down the front straightaway. He's going to lead us into turn number 1. Larson Parker's going to have to settle for second in the early stages. Ooh, Kenny Troughton gets a little bit of loose going down the back straightaway. Oh, we got a caution already, folks. Something happened with the 38 of Mr. Matt Moreau. Find out what happened so quick and early on in this one. Oh, let's back that up. That actually started ahead of him. Hunter Wellman down on the bottom in that 64 machine. Looks like he's going to get loose all on his own. That car's going to start to come around.
Hey, Ty, how's my front end look?
Hooks hard to the right. Dean Qualley nowhere to go. Tags him hard.
Looks good up here.
Slams him up into the wall. A little bit of contact with Ty. Huge contact with the 81. And Ray Andrews gets him again. Alright, we're going to get him re-racked and restart. We're going to try this one again. Hunter Wellman is in the pits. There he comes out. No fast repairs for these cars, so if you do too much damage, you're done for the evening. Right after this one, folks, we got the EFRL Dirt Street Stock Series. I am a driver in that one. You can watch my in-car. Watch me try to chase down Mr. Michael Steele. He has been on a tear this season in the Dirt Street Stocks. Green flag is in the air. Ooh, come contact between Ty and Larson Parker. Hunter Terpstra making a good run down on the bottom. Larson Parker trying to get a run on the outside of Kenny Troughton. Kenny's going to get a little loose. Larson Parker's going to lead lap number 7. We're still battling side by side, though, for the first place. Larson with a slight advantage. Kenny gets a little loose on the bottom. Parker holds on to the lead there, battling side by side. Kenny Troughton now going to clear him. Here comes Larson Parker trying to do a crossover move. Get to the inside line. Kenny trying to cut him off. Larson's going to lead that one. Getting it done now on the bottom. Here comes Kenny Troughton back at him. Larson Parker powers away down the back straightaway. Lap time's almost identical between our two leaders. Hunter Terpstra doing the best he can, just trying to hold on. Last lap, Kenny Troughton, blistering lap time, 17:36. excuse me. "12 laps down." Kenny trying to reel that 18 back in. Kenny does fire back with a 17:33. Ooh, Ty Rife has went off the track. No caution in the air, though. Dean calling that 17 after collecting Hunter Terpstra early on. Sorry, Hunter Wellman early on. Currently battling in 4th, trying to catch back up to Hunter Terpstra. Kenny Trouton staying within striking distance of Larson Parker. Larson Parker looks like he's going to start to get into some lap traffic here. That could cause some issues. Time moves up to the high line and let Parker and Trouton go by. "20 laps complete. 30 to go. Kenny Trouton losing the battle with Larson Parker. Larson just continues to get faster and faster in that number 18 machine. Current top 5, Matt Moreau in 5th, Dean Qualley in 4th, Hunter Terpstra in 3rd, Kenny Trouton in 2nd, and of course Larson Parker charging his way through the field. If you're sitting at home thinking this ain't that hard, I could be Larson Parker. Get a hold of myself, Mick Olafson, or Dean Qualley. We'll put you in a car. We'll see if you have what it takes to challenge Mr. Larson Parker. Getting into some more traffic now for the 18 car. Making a short work of them. Not what Kenny Trouton wanted to see. He was hoping he'd get jammed up just a little bit anyways. If Kenny has anything, it's go time for him. Matt Moreau now. Oh, we got a caution in the air. Hunter Terpstra and Dean Qualley. Ooh, Hunter gets loose. Collects the 17 of Dean Qualley. Terpstra gonna get trapped a lap down. The 81 should be the first car to get the wave around. He was not involved in the incident. How much damage did the 17 suffer? Will he have anything for these front runners? Does Kenny Troughton even have a shot at getting around that number 18 machine? We're going to get them re-racked and re-stacked. Kenny Troughton's going to restart on the outside. Larson Parker on the bottom. Dean Qualley in third. Matt Moreau bunched back up to the field in fourth. Pace car is dipping off. We're going green out of turn number 4.
You blinked out.
Ray Andrews crashed. Kenny Troughton on the high side trying to get something done. All right, 13 laps to go at the stripe this time by. Larson Parker, Kenny Troughton, Dean Qualley, Mr. Matt Moreau, and Matthew Chandler. Kenny Troughton falling back just a little bit. Haha, that's easy to say when you're sitting home on the couch, Logan. And past races have dictated otherwise, sir. Kenny Troughton trying everything he can to keep up with that hard charging 18. Laps to go for Mr. Larson Parker. Oh man, that's no fun working tonight. 9 laps to go for Larson Parker, Kenny Troughton, Dean Qualley, Matt Moreau, and Matthew Chandler. Hunter Terpstra, Matt Rife, Ray Andrews, Hunter Wellman, And unfortunately, Justin Walbring unable to make the featured event tonight. Too much damage done to the heat race, and that 666 machine could not get fired enough to make the start of our A main. That is true. You guys should still be really close in points, because you're going to get last place points, so Hunter's only going to get 2 points more than you. Roughly. Guessing. Not official. Don't hold me to it. Larson Parker, Kenny Trouton, Dean Qualley, Matt Moreau in that number 38 machine. Got Ty Rife all over his back bumper. Unfortunately for Ty, he is a lap down. Ooh, Ty's going to get loose. Caution is out with 4 to go. We saw it happen. Ty Rife got loose. Caution flag on the speedway. We're going to have a green-white checkered. I myself in this situation, if I was Dean Qualley starting third, I would be not afraid to use that bumper on the 18 machine. Maybe make him a little loose, get him up into the 25 on the restart. Come out smelling like a rose, stealing a win. Hunter Terpstra is going to get a lap back. That'll put him back on the lead lap. And at the conclusion of this one, we will be going live with the EFRL Dirt Street Stock Series, where you can watch me try to chase down Michael Steele. Number 75's got a fresh wrap on it tonight, black and orange. Thing is popping. Now, if the driver could just not drive like a butt bunch, we would be good to go. Dean Qualley letting the 18 know, I'm here. I'm going to get you, buddy. Light should go off on the pace car this time by, and we're going to get re-rack, restack for our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We do have 3 attempts. Hopefully we won't need them all. But like I said, now, if I was Dean Qualley, I would not be afraid to send it into turn number 1. Larson Parker has led most of the races here tonight, or most of the laps here tonight. He's won most of the races this season, other than the road course. Kenny Trouton's going to get a good jump on the outside. Two laps to go. Larson Parker battling back. Kenny's going to get real loose. He's going to fall down into second. That's going to be the unfortunate move of the race. Kenny Trouton got loose. Cost him a shot at the lead. He's trying to come back on him. White flag is in the air. Next flag will end this one. Larson Parker's going to park that 18 machine once again. Kenny Trouton in second. Dean Qualley in third. Matt Moreau in fourth. Matthew Chandler in fifth. Hunter Terpstra in sixth. Ray Andrew in seventh. Ty Rife in eighth. Hunter Wellman in ninth. And Justin Walbring on the trailer in 10th.
enjoying the photo there, man. I would have jumped out and got it out.
Alright, we'll give these drivers just a minute to jump up into our booth and we'll do some quick interviews. Alright, bringing home that number 17 car in 10th place. Third place, Mr. Dean Qualley.
How's it going, Mick?
Not too bad. Here, I was trying to give you some encouragement on that last restart. I was like, if it was me, I would have just used that bumper all over Larson Parker on that restart. Use him up.
Yeah, I could have, but it wouldn't have mattered. I had nothing for those top two.
Well, right, but he can't win if he doesn't finish.
Yeah, I'm not that type. I did a bad mistake last night, and I felt guilty for it, so didn't want to repeat myself.
Well, we can't blame you there. We know what kind of driver you are. You know, you're gonna do the right thing, even if it doesn't benefit you.
Yeah, I'd rather finish third than last, you know.
Heck yeah, buddy. You got some damage pretty early on. That 21 was it? No, it was Hunter Wellman got super loose, crashed, took you out, got into a couple other cars. Looks like the damage didn't affect you a whole lot though.
Yeah, the Hunter boys had it out for me tonight, but you know, we held on to it.
Well, congratulations on your podium finish. Are you coming back for the dirt car race here in a couple minutes?
I will be there, yep.
Awesome. I need somebody that can maybe help me take out Michael Steele.
Yeah, that's all on you, bud.
Man, he has been whooping my butt all season. And I can see him. I can chase him. Can't pass him.
Well, you know you.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on finishing third. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
The boys back at the Strange Brew Shop, FALCONGRAFIX, and these characters in this series, because they're a lot of fun to race with.
Logan was watching tonight, and I was saying if anybody thought they could keep up with Larson Parker, and he claims he can, but I feel like it's been proven that he can't.
Yeah, he might have a shot though. I wouldn't count him out.
And he wasn't a real big fan of the race name tonight.
Oh, I loved it.
I thought it was awesome, and it rolled off the tongue like you wouldn't believe.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know what his issue is, but he can come talk to me if he wants.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you here in a little bit in the dirt cars.
Sounds good.
All right. Finishing second, we got Kenny, Mr. Kenny Troughton.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, buddy. Welcome back.
Yeah, you know, I figured I felt y'all missing me, so I figured, fuck it, I'll come back.
We did. How's the little one doing?
Well, we're possibly looking at have to get babysitter number 3, so you know that's fun.
Oof. Yeah, that's never a good time trying to track down babysitters.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is.
Well, man, you did everything you could to try to keep up with that 18 car tonight. It looked like you were the only one that had anything for him tonight.
Yeah, we got that first caution. Next thing you know, I'm like, man, where's third place at? They should be caught up by now. I'm like, damn, were we really that far checked out? And Dean goes, yeah, you guys were. I'm like, oh. Honestly, I feel like I could have had a little bit more for Larson if I didn't buzz the tires coming out of 2 dang near every restart or start coming off the green. But you know, that last one kind of stings a little bit more. I thought I had him cleared, and next thing you know, my back end's coming around me. I'm like, oh, this ain't good. So we tried to. I'm just glad I don't run this car often, so I'm just happy for a second place.
Yeah, you were pretty quick tonight. I think your fastest lap. Here, let me check real quick. I thought it was a nice one. Pretty close to what Larson was running.
Looking at it, Larson had a 17.210. I had a 17.279. So
Yeah.
only a couple hundreds off.
Yeah.
It really helped, following behind him, seeing his line, because I'm like, man, he's cooking it, and I started learning his line a little bit better. But seeing that my best lap was lap 39, I was definitely studying him for a while.
Yes, sir. And I know, like, when we were riding on board with him in the heat race, it seemed like he was banging that chip a lot earlier than almost everybody else was.
Well, what it was is because he was kind of diamonding the corners. He'd enter a little bit higher and get that longer straightaway coming off the corner, and that was what was making him get into the chip a little bit sooner.
Well, you definitely put on a nice show tonight. You guys battled side by side for several laps. It was nice seeing somebody have something for that 18 machine.
Yeah, I don't really find much time to race that much anymore in leagues, so when I do, when the wife and the child are asleep, like I like to slip in every now and then because don't get me wrong, there's some great racers, but there's not a lot of competition for Larson.
Yeah, that is very true, sir. Well,
I'm
congratulations.
not trying to be a dick or nothing.
Oh, no, trust me. We know. We see him every week. We know.
It was funny though. Ray goes, "I'm tired of this satellite internet, so I'm gonna start going to Justin. I know I'm better than last." And under my breath, I'm like, "No, you're not." And Matt started losing his. He found that to be the funniest thing I've ever said. I think.
We have a pretty good group of guys. It's always a good fun.
That's why I enjoy coming back. I mean, y'all are some good people to race with. For most part, I mean, we've had our squirrels that you can't really run door to door, but for 90% of this league, you can run door to door with everyone and not have to worry about it.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. Are you going to make it in the Dirt Street Stocks?
I'm gonna try. There might be an appearance by me tonight.
Awesome. All right, buddy. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Oh, as always, all you admins here at EFRL, which is weird for me to say because I think the last time I ran it was RMRL. But all you admins that help put this on, you yourself, Mick, for streaming this. I mean, it gets us a lot more out there. I mean, gets people, family can watch it, friends can watch it, people can get into it. Skolton Landscape, Designs by Tron, my personal design company. If you need any reps, find me on Facebook or shoot me a message on Discord. Burns Performance, they always help with driver development. If you're needing some good sets, we're starting to get into super late models since late model stock officials have been a little iffy. We're starting to get into super late models. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me. RDF Excavating, pretty much just everybody that's on the car.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you for tuning in with us tonight, and we hope to see you back in the Dirt Street Stocks.
Sounds good, buddy. See you later.
All right, once again, parking that 18 on the podium, Mr. Larson Parker.
Good to see you up here again, Mick.
Never disappoint, sir. You actually had a little bit of a battle with you tonight with that 25 car. He was trying to get you.
Yeah, on that short run, these cars are really bad at Langley. It's just the track's too short and too fast at the same time, and when the tires are cold, it always puts on a good show. But usually everybody's pretty loose at the start, and right off the bat, that is what happened to me and Kenny. Me and him both almost spun in sync, but luckily a caution saved us.
I know watching that last restart, Kenny was trying to get you on that high side, and then he got loose coming out of turn number 2, and then pretty much you walked away from him from that point.
Yeah, so I thought he was going to try to cross me over because that's what I prefer doing at a track like that because the outside is kind of hard to get to stick, but it's not impossible. So I was kind of expecting a crossover, so I was trying to hold the bottom lane down, and he just stayed up out there. And I was hoping he could stick it out, and it would have been fun to the finish, but
Not quite, unfortunately.
yeah, it was still fun, though.
Well, it was a nice show tonight. We had a decent field, couple of heat races, always a good time.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad to see more cars jumping in on the Legends action. It was kind of getting brutal when there was only like 4 or 5 of us showing up, but now that we're getting into the 10s and 12s, it's getting fun.
Heck yeah, buddy. Well, congratulations on your win tonight. Who do you want to give a shout out to before I cut you loose?
I'd like to give a shout out to RKM Setup Shop for keeping me fast week in and week out as always. Justin Brooks Designs for making my cars look good. Generator Source, and just everybody that watched the race, and then of course you guys for putting on the race.
All right, but just so you are aware, Logan was talking some smack in the chat, saying that he could keep up with you no problem.
We've seen how that's turned out.
That's what I tried to tell him, and he was not a fan of the name of tonight's race.
Oh yeah, it makes it better that he wasn't able to make it, so he could just have to see that race and watch.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you back next week.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you guys.
Yep, you have a wonderful night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at All the Dirt for the Falcon Graphics Legends Series. Tune back in about 10 minutes for me trying to chase down Michael Steele in the EFRL Dirt Street Stock Challenge. Thank you, everybody, and you have a wonderful night. We hope to see you back in a couple minutes.